Hello everybody, my name is Michael and today we're discussing about something that is absolutely vital. In order for cryptocurrencies and blockchain to actually work, we need internet. And I returned from Europe to America. I have missed so many things about this great nation of ours, and yet there's one huge problem with this country. Let me tell you, the internet is absolutely terrible. Hotspot coverage and the actual payment plans for hotspots is absurd. Welcome to capitalism. There's so many good things about capitalism, but sometimes you have the terrifying true nature of capitalism, where there's a lot of problems, there's a lot of bureaucracy, there's monopolies, and sometimes you have terrible service that's really overpriced and it doesn't even work correctly. So welcome to both T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, all of the mobile carriers, Sprint and the other smaller networks, and welcome to the normal internet cable providers such as Comcast, everyone's favorite, Comcast, Time Warner Cable, and a few of the others, but those are the two main ones in America, or at least in my area. Well, I got T-Mobile. I used to have AT&T. I didn't want to get AT&T because I had two options. The European phone coming back to America, you can't get Verizon. I tried. I immediately went to Verizon because I know in my area, the Verizon coverage, it's more expensive, but the Verizon coverage is better than AT&T. I used to have AT&T, and I knew that no way in heck am I getting AT&T. I don't care. It's been a few years, but I read the reviews. It's still the same garbage. And I had T-Mobile in Europe. I know that's a separate company, but it worked. I had hotspots, I had unlimited data, unlimited text, unlimited everything, right? Even the hotspots were unlimited in Europe, in Poland, and it was super cheap. If you look at the prices, they're very similar. PLN to USD over there would have been 60, 70, 80. Here it's 60, 70, $80, right? But in terms of dollar amounts, if you look at that, it's like what, $10 over there. So it doesn't really matter. 10, 15, $20 for like the highest plans. And they worked most of the time. Yeah, there was a few exceptions, but here it's just terrifying. Here are the results. As you can see, it's not even 1 megabit per second. So this is really bad. Coming from somebody who is used to normal internet being, hey, we have a gigabyte, but we're paying for a gigabyte, but we don't get it. We get 300, 400. Gosh, I'm so upset. Or the worst internet that I had recently was in Wrocław, where we were paying for 600 and we got absolutely what I thought at the time was terrible. Oh no, absolutely terrible speeds of 30, 40, 50, 60. I would do anything for speeds like that right now. That's why my uploads take 6, 7, 8 hours sometimes. And that's why I crashed the entire hotel's network. And I thought, well, I'm buying T-Mobile, and I bought the plan with hotspots. It gives me 10 gigs. Dang it. It gives me 10 gigs to use, and then it's unlimited, 10 gigs with LTE, and it's unlimited if it's 3G or 4G or whatever it is. Who cares? The 4G, 5G, LTE, none of this matters. You know what matters is the actual speeds. This is just talking about technology. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They automatically think 5G, oh my God, that means it's going to be high-speed internet. No, it's not. It depends on coverage. It depends on where you're located, because even if there's good coverage, but you have super thick concrete walls, you live in a bunker, obviously, you're not going to be getting the greatest signal in the world. So I'm going to T-Mobile to get a signal booster right now. But as you can see, these are the speeds that I got at my hotel. And this hotel has terrible internet. So if I'm uploading a video, that means it crashes the internet for everybody else in this entire hotel, and it's going to crash it for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. You're not going to be able to watch anything on Netflix. It's going to be like, ooh, 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 ooh. So, and forget about 720p or 1080p on YouTube. So that's not great. But when I connected to T-Mobile and tested the speeds, it's even worse. This is just this is horrible. I think at McDonald's you could probably get better Wi-Fi. It's still going to be crap either ways. But this is not a solution for a first world country. I'm coming back from Europe. I had cheaper internet. It was way faster. I had actually unlimited hotspots. It wasn't, well, here's a 5 gig limit. Here's 10 gigs. I saw an offer on an advertisement on TV for T-Mobile while I bought T-Mobile already because I was forced to. My only two options as a European coming back, T-Mobile, AT&T. I already told you I refuse AT&T because I used to get terrible service. I tried multiple phones, tried multiple contracts with them. It was terrible. I don't trust them. They already have bad reviews. I know T-Mobile's no better, but I wanted to give them a try because in Europe they were okay. They were doing all right. Out of all my plans, they were doing all right. But no, I cannot get more than one bar. This is what I got yesterday when I walked outside of the hotel. You think, hey, if I walk outside of the hotel, I'm going to get better coverage. I was reading about IT and networking and all this stuff that I don't really know about. So, for example, if there's one router in a really bad hotel, you're going to get slow internet. You're going to get a blocker. You're going to get a login page that you have to go in through. Sometimes you have to pay for the internet, except here it doesn't make any sense to pay for high-speed internet because the high-speed internet here is up to 2.5 times faster. So let's just say 2 times faster than it is right now. But if it's 2 times faster than 0.3 megabits per second, it's like I need 30. I need like 100 times faster. And it's also super expensive. It's $30 per month, $32 per month plus tax. So what, 34 bucks? Absolutely unacceptable. So I walk outside of my hotel because I learned that if you have this really bad internet in a hotel, you have one person who's watching a lot of movies or uploading files, just doing whatever, you can crash the entire internet for everybody else. And if a hotel doesn't have designated routers for every single room, which this one doesn't, you're not going to be in a great position, obviously. So everyone starts using their hotspots and their mobile plans and all of this stuff, and suddenly if you have a lot of phones, let's say 400 people and 200 of them have T-Mobile and 200 of them are trying to connect at the same time and they're using their hotspots, the local cell tower is going to get a little congested. There's going to be network congestion. So I walk outside of the hotel also, just in case there's thick concrete walls or whatever. I walk outside of the hotel. This is what I get. I don't even get any internet. I'm in the middle of a city. I'm in the middle of like the Chicago suburbs, a city where there's a lot of people. This is what T-Mobile is showing me. Hold on, let me show you. This is not my address. Obviously, I just chose a random address, but this is nearby the area that I'm in. And I just wanted to show you that the entire area that I am in, it is 5G. It's pink. And here we have an area that's worse. All of this is 5G. And yet I can't even get 4G. I can't even get 3G sometimes. I can't even get signal sometimes. You know what? My mom was driving me, and we went through Vernon Hills. We went through Libertyville. We went through like Highland Park and Waukegan and all these areas nearby. And guess what? I lost my signal 3 times. 3 times during that car ride. I was Googling stuff. The times that I had 1 bar, it was extremely slow. I would do speed tests because 1 bar doesn't really tell you the full story. Some people might have 1 bar and that could be good internet. Sometimes you might have 1 bar and it's actually really terrible internet. Well, I double checked and obviously I had terrible internet every single time, and then I would lose signal and then I'd get the, oh, sorry, Google can't load this page. So I'm paying $65 a month or $70 a month or whatever for this prepaid T-Mobile plan, and this is what I'm getting. AT&T's no better. I don't understand why we live in a country where we're supposed to be the best at everything, and yet our internet, there's no place in the entire United States. There's places where there's worse internet. Obviously, it could always be worse. But there's no place where it's like super high-speed internet. At a great price, they won't throttle you. The mobile data is extremely expensive. When you get to broadband, when you get to Google Fiber cables, when you get to normal internet, you do have some lightning fast options available, even up to 10 gigs. But that's going to cost you a few $100s per month. You're even going to have Elon Musk's Starlink, space satellites pretty soon. It's in beta. But even if you do have fast internet, sometimes they're going to throttle you, and it's going to be super expensive, and it's in very limited areas. And when you go outside of your house, you still need to use your mobile data. And there's people who travel around the country. There's CEOs, and the CEO needs to get on his Zoom call because he's dealing with a $1 billion business, and then the internet cuts out, or it's throttling, or whatever. It's just like, oh my God. Everybody knows about this issue. I'm coming back. I miss certain things about Europe, but this is the number one thing that's really frustrating me right now. I'm just like, So I went to Walmart. I'm looking for a mobile router that I could plug in because I'm trying out all the things that I can. But this mobile router is still going to be using the hotel's internet. Obviously, if it's bad internet, there is a slight chance that I'll have slightly better internet if it's directly through the cable instead of wireless. But it's not going to improve it by much, especially in cases like this where it's, under 1 megabit. Anything under 1 megabit is Africa level. You know what? Actually, let me correct that. There's places in Africa, there's many countries in Africa where they have faster internet. In South Africa, in Kenya, you're going to have faster internet in Egypt than over here sometimes. And it's disgusting. You have a lot of people that are getting these offers for 1 gigabyte, 10 gigabyte, 2 gigabyte speeds, but coverage sucks. You don't have it in a lot of these areas. And who cares about 5G if your 4G is slow as heck? The worst thing is that you have so few companies to actually choose from. And it's mainly monopolies in certain areas. There's just 1 or 2 companies that are really going to have all of the internet. For example, with Comcast, it's the only one that you can really choose in my area. I guess you could choose Time Warner Cable, but that's going to be even worse. And Comcast, they love to throttle your speeds. It's super expensive. And then when you try and get mobile hotspot routers, right, like I did in Europe where it was super cheap, there's 2 options. Either you can, if you have bad credit, you can't even use this option. Either you could use your credit to get a device from, let's say, Verizon. It's going to cost you like $80 per month if you don't have a phone with them, which I don't because I can't. And then you're still not guaranteed great speeds, and they're still not going to give you unlimited. But there is a hotspot for mobile traveling that way. But that device itself is going to cost anywhere from $100 to $300. I've seen small little devices cost $500, even $550. I'm going to get a signal booster from T-Mobile, but they sometimes give it out for free if you're eligible. I have no idea what that means. So I'm going to go in, and maybe I'm eligible, maybe I'm not. I'm going to make a scene about it because I'm very frustrated. And if I don't get it, that device costs $550. So it's like, holy moly, everything's so expensive. There is one project where they use Sprint, and now Sprint's a part of T-Mobile. So the coverage is going to be bad because I know in my area, since T-Mobile doesn't have a lot of towers or whatever, I mean, even though they claim great coverage, there's been so many cases, so many bad reviews where I don't trust this, but this is one of the only projects out there that actually offers unlimited. So as long as you have the coverage, you pay $500. It's like a donation to this charity or whatever that's run independently from companies. I'm going to have the link down below if you're interested in this, of course, but I'm not going to be interested because, first of all, it's too much up front. It doesn't make sense compared to the other prices of all these other companies because you're paying, $80 per month, but you go for a full year, you're paying for a full year up front here. I mean, that's a lot of money we're talking about. I'm reading a review here. Today, I pay $100 a month for Comcast internet, and the cable company's speeds leave something to be desired. My wife, a video producer, can't reliably upload her company's videos to its FTP servers. While my download speed is decent at 200 megabits per second, the uploads are absolutely atrocious at just 5 megabits per up. Oh, yeah, I would love to have 5 megabits, And it's normal to have a higher download speed than an upload speed, but it should be at least 1/10, not 1/20th, 1/30th, or even worse. But even 1/10 sucks. It would be nice to have, let's say, 600 and then 300, right? You get half of it. If someone's trying to be a Twitch streamer or you guys want live streams, there's no possible way that I'm going to be able to live stream. Let me show you what, with my internet currently, what a FaceTime with my girlfriend looks like. So I asked her recently, hey, can you share how I look how I look when we're talking? And this is what she gets. That's great. That's fantastic quality. Here's another one. You're like, great, perfect. You can't even see my eyes, dude. In America, as many as 1 in 3 U.S. households doesn't have broadband internet access, currently defined just as 25 megabits download and 3 megabits upload. It feels like a bare minimum for remote learning and remote work, which has been going on through the pandemic. Nearly 12 million children don't have a broadband connection at home in 2017 in America. That's a lot. Oh my God. Only 56% of households with incomes under $30,000 had broadband as of last February. But even if you could afford broadband, there is no guarantee they'd get it. Great. Comcast has a lot of lobbyists. There's so many issues with a bunch of these companies. It's a very difficult topic. There's so many complex, I can't even make a long video if I wanted to. Like, I really would want to discuss about this for 20 minutes, but we have to end the video here because this is already way too long of a video. So anyways, the reason I wanted to post this video today is because, how the heck am I supposed to work with anything related to cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is great. It's fantastic. But you guys, just as I know, we all need fast internet. A minimum. Give me 20 download and 5 upload. Anything. Anything is better than this. A lot of these companies know they can get away with anything they want. They take advantage of this. Comcast, for example, has a 1.2 terabyte home internet data cap. They're capping your data, so if you go over that, if you're a streamer, if you're using too much, boom, they throttle you and they still charge you insane, outrageous amounts. Comcast itself was caught red-handed explaining that data caps have nothing to do with network congestion. Yeah, there's been so many lawsuits and stuff, but, it doesn't matter. These are giant corporations. America, we need to fix our internet. This is a huge issue. Hotels should not be allowed to have this slow internet. And when I pay for mobile internet, I want it to at least work a little bit. So we're going to try a few things here. We've got a router, we've got a signal booster, and then we have mobile hotspot routers to work with, but they're all expensive options. So we'll see. Thanks for watching today's video. Let me know your story about bad internet in America. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.